Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic, joined by
his lovely wife, Dawn,
as we continue talking about our Disney Treasure Resort Loop group cruise.
This is it, the wrap-up show.
We're going to try to get it all in today.
It's been several podcasts on
It's
that
been.
one.
I had a cough, then there were things going on. Your school year started.
Oh my gosh, yes, the school year started.
Oh my goodness.
Oy vey.
So we talked about getting the Periscope Pub pretzel.
Yes,
a lot
it was
of alliteration
delicious.
in that line. We woke up the next day. We went to Marceline Market for breakfast. I think it was our first time we went to the Marceline Market for breakfast.
Yes. We normally we went to the sit-down a couple times, and we just ordered stuff to keep in the room, and it's kind of what we like to do.
Right. How'd you like the Marceline Market compared to either A, the sit-down dining already on the Treasure we went to it for breakfast, which was usually 1923, I believe?
Yes.
Or B, or C, whatever number or letter I'm up to, cabanas on the other Disney ships.
Honestly, I think the food was about the same. Maybe the food on the Treasure might be a little bit more fancy. I don't know. But
probably. Maybe a little bit more fancy.
Maybe it's just the atmosphere up there is a little more fancy. I'm not sure. The food was good. It's, your typical buffet food. It's not, you can get anything you want. They had omelets. They had Mickey waffles, of course, bacon, sausage. They had all kinds of stuff.
I had a Eggs Benedict.
Yes.
Because I was trying them everywhere. I don't get them a lot normally, but on vacation, I will get one once in a while. So.
Right. Because you like eggs, where I don't, so.
Right. Although I usually don't like the runny eggs, but for some reason, it's not bad on that. And
so it was good. I thought the food was good. If you can't find something to eat on a Disney ship, you're not looking hard enough.
Right.
Because me, as a picky eater, I can find something that I like just about anywhere.
Yep.
So, I just stick with your basic food, pancakes, Mickey waffles, a little bit of bacon. As long as I get my Coke in the morning, I'm good to go.
That's true. And they do have Coke on the Disney
Yes, they
ships.
do. I'm good to go.
And again, I've mentioned this before, and it might not be true now, but when we were on Oasis of the Seas, the Marceline Market or Cabanas, I found much more things there I wanted to try.
Oh, that on Royal?
What's it called on Royal again? The
Windjammer.
The Windjammer, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I would walk around and go, but as soon as I walk into one of those on the Disney ship, I'm like, oh, I need one of those.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of places that you can get stuff to eat on Royal Caribbean versus like a Disney ship. Disney has the Festival of Foods where you can get pizza, burger. On the Treasure and Wish, they have barbecue, and they have a Mexican place. On the other ships, I don't know that they have those. We haven't been on one of the older ships for a while.
Yeah, they have their
they have different things.
Top deck versions where it's like tomatoes, I think, and that kind of thing.
Right.
Or Luigi's, or maybe a combination thereof.
But on Royal ships, there's something almost on every public deck that you can stop and get something.
There was Sorrento's, which the pizza there was okay. I'm not sure.
I don't know why people wait in line for hours for that pizza. I didn't care for it.
It was okay, but it was not... I wouldn't say legendary, like some people are talking about getting the Sorrento's.
No.
But we did like...
Loco Fresh.
Loco Fresh. I wouldn't say El Pollo Loco, but...
Yeah, Loco Fresh.
I was combining the restaurant.
We ate there a couple times on Oasis. That was delicious.
Yeah, it was good.
I would not go on another Royal Caribbean cruise. We really liked the Oasis. It was just, I think, where we sailed from was a little rougher than the Florida crowd. But I would definitely do another Royal cruise. Pretty much put me on a cruise ship, but if I get to pick, I'm definitely picking a Disney cruise ship.
Right. So I don't remember exactly what we did after breakfast. We might have gone back to the room, maybe sat on our balcony, which we tend to do.
We do. We love that. There's so much going on, and I did not take very good notes about what we did each day. We probably should have, but we were kind of busy.
We were.
We often just walking around, finding a nice, great spot to sit and watch people. And it's a beautiful ship to enjoy. And there's so many spaces to enjoy. There's always something going on. We did see 2 movies. We watched Lilo and Stitch 2, which we thought was adorable. We really, really loved it. The little girl who played Lilo, she was just phenomenal. She was adorable. Loved that. We also saw Elio one day. That might have been the day we went and saw Elio.
Oh, it might have been. But I mean, I enjoyed Elio. Well, it wasn't my favorite Pixar film that I'm going to watch over and over again.
Right. But Mackenzie said she thought it possibly was one of her new favorites.
Well, there you go.
So it was a good movie. We watched it. Super cute. Good message.
Mhm.
So yeah, we liked it.
Yeah.
So very good. I liked it before on the other Disney ships. There would be like a list of different movies throughout the cruise. It seemed like it was either Lilo and Stitch, the new Marvel movie, or Elio.
True.
And if you wanted something different, then you had to go up and watch it on Funnel Vision.
Right.
Because both the Neverland Theater and Wonderland Theater, they played the same movies back to back to back. And I would have preferred to have a little bit of a variety in there.
I like that the movies we saw were like normal length movies, really short.
Mm-hmm.
I know in a couple of our cruises, they had some of the big Marvel movies. They were like 3 hours. I'm like, I cannot justify spending 3 hours of a vacation when I'm on a beautiful cruise ship on the ocean just watching a movie.
Right, exactly. So that, I think, is a little bit disappointing because it is nice to watch a movie, but I didn't want to see Lilo and Stitch again or Elio again.
Yeah.
And we, like we said, we weren't interested in seeing the Marvel movie, so that's okay.
Yep. If you happen to hear that noise, by the way, it's a lovely day here, so we're just recording in the room with the doors open. So
it is. It's a beautiful day here in Ohio. We're loving it.
We are.
If you want to go and watch a different movie on Funnel Vision, because they do have which movies are playing, you're sitting in the hot sun.
True.
And I'm not about that. We do enjoy Funnel Vision in the evenings when it's nice and cool. On our last night, we were up there, we were watching Funnel Vision, and it was so nice. And then a movie came, we watched the end of one movie, and a next one was starting. We were all excited, and we were like, oh, not a movie we particularly care to watch or enjoy.
Which one it was.
Enchanted.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a movie that I care for. I was like, oh. So we left, but that's okay. I think possibly maybe they play movies that aren't super popular on the last day so people hurry up and pack and get their luggage out.
Oh, that might be, yeah.
They probably have a method to their madness, I would think.
Go below deck and pack up your stuff. You got to go.
Exactly. We've loved having you, but now it's time to get off my ship.
Okay, but later this day, one of the highlights of that day, because I think it was after we had done Elio, I believe.
Right.
We did go to the Haunted Mansion parlor.
We did. It was so awesome.
Now, we got a sneak peek in our ship tour we talked about. I think that was the last episode. But we actually went in and actually ordered some stuff and enjoyed the ambiance. What were your thoughts?
I thought it was just absolutely incredible. Watching the ghost fish in the aquarium was like one of my most favorite things. And, there's just so much going on. Like the bartenders are really interactive. One of the people that was cruising with us said that a person that was sitting near her ordered this specialty drink, and it was just like a whole like little allusion to the drink. It was just incredible. And it was like, oh my goodness. So I think we need to go back again and order some different things.
We do. We need to. I wish would have had time, but again, we're on a little bit of a group cruise. We're getting things done, enjoying. There's a whole ship to see,
right? And
we were at a seat. It was not far inside the door,
right?
But I think anytime you go, you have to sit in a different section of the.
That's what space. Taylor told us on the ship's tour, to sit at different, or when people move, get up and move. And I was kind of waiting to kind of do that. But as soon as someone would leave and I would think like, oh, let's get up and move spots, another family or another couple would come in and sit down. And I didn't want to be like pushing past them like, hey, I'm sitting over there now, Right. I didn't want to be rude. But I would have liked to have changed spots.
I mean, the space for this Haunted Mansion parlor felt so genuine to the attraction. It's almost like the ride had stopped and we had gotten off and gone into like a secret area of the ride there.
It did. That's a good way to describe it. That's a very good way to describe it. Because the wallpaper was authentic.
Yes.
The portraits that they had hanging there, you're just like, oh my goodness. And the portraits change. And it was just an incredible experience.
They had the same chairs that were in, you've seen in the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yes. Yep. The sofas, everything. So it was a really, really great experience. I definitely want to go back. Yes. I want to sit at the bar the next time.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I know that we had with the menu on the iPad.
Yes.
And we did that little puzzle that you've probably seen online because everybody knows the puzzle now. But I would like it. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll switch it up once in a while once people get kind of used to it.
Right.
To see the secret menu.
Right. And I'm sure if you can't figure it out, someone will help you.
Right. We chose some non-alcoholic beverages because
it was the middle of the day.
I don't drink enough to know what everything is, and I'm not sure I would probably appreciate what it was because I just
Right.
I don't know one thing from the other, but
Right.
maybe if we go with someone next time who could recommend something.
Right. That's a good idea.
That's probably what we should do next time. So,
yeah. I had the Grim Grinning Grape. That was really tasty. It was really, really sweet. So I only drank about half of it, but it was really good.
Oh, it came in the bottle.
It came in a bottle.
Right.
It was very good.
And I think I had like a cherry cola beverage thing.
Yeah.
I think there was an eye in there or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I ate the eye. Come to think of it. That's all right. I'm not a big eye guy on my menu.
Yeah. But it was good. That was a fun time to be in there, and just, you could stay in there for a long time and I think not really see everything.
Oh, yeah. Because there's timed things happening in the mirror.
Yes.
Sounds going on.
But
I wish we could have got back, but
right.
you have to have a reason to take another cruise.
Yeah. Hook me up.
It's going to be on the Destiny. I think it's going to be the exact same one on the Destiny, but I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a couple new things in there maybe. We're going to have to wait and see.
Right.
Because it's coming in the next couple months or so.
Right.
If we have any thoughts on that, we'll ask your friend Brandon. He's well.
He knows everything.
He knows everything. And if you ever run into us in person, you can ask us about that. We're not going to talk about that on the show.
No. But it is a good story.
Yeah, it's a fantastic story. And we can't talk about it, but we will say we did talk about this with the cruise director of the ship, not the assistant. We actually wouldn't.
No, the actual cruise director. Shout out to Trent, who I think is an amazing guy. Always cheerful, always happy, always has things going on. I think he is extremely good at his job. We had a moment where we were able to chat with him for a little bit, just super down to earth. Really enjoyed meeting him and talking to him. And
patience of a saint, we
absolutely he does.
Found out.
Patience of the saint.
And he won't say a bad word about anybody.
No, he won't.
So he's a good guy.
I was gonna say, that's just a really good guy.
Yeah. Let's see. Also that day we went to, that was our second Avengers dinner, I believe. Let me double check. Yep. Second Avengers. It
was our second Avengers, and so it was the trivia with the puzzles.
Yeah, it was all trivia.
And it went on. If you're a Marvel fan, which we had some at our table that were true Marvel fans.
Oh, yeah.
Loved every minute of it. Thought it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a Marvel fan or aren't really familiar with that world like me, I've never been able to get into it. After about 10 minutes, I was like, well, that was really fun. And then it just kept going and going and going. And you couldn't really talk to anybody because they were busy concentrating on the screens. And
everyone's
hitting the little, what was it called? The little
Quantum Core?
Yes. It was nice. If you love Marvel movies, whatever, you will just be amazed and you will love it.
And I don't remember what I had there, but I remember not having a bad meal on the ship.
I know what I had there.
Was that your...
Beef Wellington.
It was Wellington Day.
It was Beef Wellington Day.
You had it twice on our cruise, didn't you?
We'll talk about that later, too. Yes, I did.
That's why that couldn't come to mind right away, because I remember you had it somewhere else.
Yes. And the Beef Wellington was so yummy. I think Disney does a lot of things great, and Beef Wellington is one of the things they do that's just fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
The puffed pastry was crispy. The beef on the inside was super tender. It was cooked well. Loved it. Loved everything about it.
And then later that night, which was so much fun, I don't know. I think did they tell us about us at dinner, or did we hear about it somewhere? I don't remember. Oh no, we ran into sage or coriander. One of the guys who said whichever one's the guy, and I think he said we should go there. I don't know what.
Yes.
One's the guy, one's the girl. It's sage and coriander.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one's the boy and which one's the girl.
But
we talked to him for a while, and he said, you got to be sure to swing by the Sarabi, which becomes the Sarabi Supper Club.
Right.
For this show. What was the show called?
It's called Choose Wisely.
Choose Wisely. An Indiana Jones adventure.
Themed adventure.
They do their thing on the stage, they act something out, then they stop.
And they're like, choose wisely. And then they give you two choices of what he could do.
Yes.
And you kind of shout out what you want him to do, and then they do it. But it's so funny because they have a cameraman that's there that is supposedly doing all the props and stuff. And at first I thought they were doing it absolutely live. But then I realized it was off. The timing was off just slightly on a couple things that is already pre-recorded, but does not take away from anything. They were so good, so amazing. They go through all of the Indiana Jones adventures, and I haven't seen all of them, but I enjoyed every minute of that show. I thought the acting was fabulous. The costumes were so cute. The cameraman, she was a lot of fun to watch. She
was like a cameraman, a prop master.
Yeah,
I don't know what else
she was
did,
everything. It was super, super cute. We really, really enjoyed that a lot.
Yes, I wish they would have had maybe they had other kinds of shows and we just happened to miss them.
That could be. It's one of those things where you don't know, like Match Your Mate. We never went until friends like, oh, you got to go. It's so cute.
Oh, right.
We're like, we love Match Your Mate, too. That's so fun. But I don't know. We need to be more adventuresome and say, I don't know what this is, but let's jump in and join.
That's true.
I think we need to do that a little bit more.
Some of the stuff's late at night, though, and we're
tired.
We start to shut down at a certain point.
We do. That was pretty late for us. It was like 10 o'clock at night, but it was really, really good.
It was a blast.
Glad that we stayed up to watch that. A lot of fun.
And once we get back to the cabin, we just can't go right to bed. We got to go out to the veranda for a while.
Right. And enjoy the ocean, enjoy the night sky, and maybe order some room service or go get an ice cream right before they close. All the fun stuff. But yeah.
And I will say, as beautiful as it is from the deck of the Disney Treasure, from the veranda, it's still better on the Dream and the Fantasy on those extended balconies.
Oh, I love my extended balconies there.
Because you're just in your lounger where you can kind of lean back.
Right.
And you're out a little further from the rest of the ship.
Right. Disney, please take our suggestions and do more extended verandas.
That's going to be a show coming up, by the way. On the next series of ships, what's on our wish list?
Oh, that's a good show.
So start making your little list, and I think we'll have some guests on for that one also.
That sounds good.
I like that one a lot. And just when I'm going through my pictures here, that was also the day we booked our placeholder for our next cruise, whenever that one's going to be.
Yay.
So, because I always take screenshots, because occasionally Disney doesn't quite remember that you booked one.
Right.
Because our daughter, Mackenzie, I was on a cruise, booked one, and never went through. So we gave them a little bit of call. They gave her one. Then like 2 or 3 weeks after that, another one showed up from the one she had booked before.
Right. So who knows?
So we got that all.
But that's the other, Disney, they will always, say, this is what I did, this is when I was. They'll do their best to honor it if they can at all possible.
Yeah. So.
It's good. And then the next day was our last day.
Last day.
It was Castaway Key Day.
It was Castaway Key Day, which I really wanted to go to Castaway Key.
The weather just wasn't looking super great.
It wasn't. We kind of walked off the ship, because we wanted to get some pictures from the ship,
right,
off of the ship and that. And it looked a little dark, and it felt a little windy to me. I'm like, I don't think we should probably make the jaunt today.
But then it never did rain.
It never rained.
We maybe should have, but it's all right. We got a couple nice pictures off the ship, and then we got back on. But then we did probably another one of my favorite things that I didn't know was going to be my favorite thing.
What was that?
That was the day we got into the infinity pool.
Right.
And I don't remember if we talked about it before.
I think we did.
We talked about the bench pool, the infinity pool. This one is different than on the Fantasy and the Dream. This one has a nice tiled lounger, like built into the pool.
Oh, yeah.
That was so nice. Mm-hmm. I absolutely loved that. It was just nice to have a place to sit and lounge. And of course, you're looking over. We could see the ocean, a little bit of Castaway in the back. And It was just really nice. It was a nice day. We were in there for a long time.
We talked to a couple. I think they're from Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, I think the Fort Lauderdale area.
We talked some kid baseball.
Yes.
Or young adult baseball.
Yes. Enjoy that topic a lot. But yeah, we had a really, really nice time just lounging around, enjoying the pool. The water was nice. Mm-hmm. With their pools, though, with the bench pool, it's very difficult to be handicap friendly in that adult area. If you need a wheelchair and can't walk a little bit, it would be, I think, almost impossible for you to enjoy the infinity pool and the bench pool, because with the bench pool, there's a little bit of step up and a big step down into the pool. And there's really not like a handrail there.
No assistance device to help get people in the pool. Did they have one of those?
I thought they did, but it was in the more family pool area.
Oh, I'm sure it was there. Yeah.
So I don't think they had one in the adult pool. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And then for the infinity pool, they had steps up, but the ladder is a straight up and down ladder to go into the pool or to get out of the pool, straight up and down ladder. So if you have some, mobility issues getting up and down a straight up and down ladder, that could be an issue.
Right. You're not that coordinated. Like I was worried going up and down.
Yeah, I know. But it was a place we rather enjoyed. We don't typically go into the family pools at this point because we don't have young children with us, and we do really enjoy the adult areas.
Yeah, usually the family pools are just a little too busy for us.
Right. Yeah. There was a couple people in the pools, but like I said, it was Castaway Day, so most people were on the island.
Right.
So it was a good time to enjoy it.
It was quite pleasant.
Yes. And then it was time to get ready for our last dinner, and that was very sad. We were in 1923.
All right. Before we got to dinner.
Oh.
Remember we did the some of this. What trivia was it at the Skipper Society?
Oh, right. It was hard.
It was hard trivia.
We did not do well.
No, but when we got there, they were still finishing up the Learn to Draw.
Right.
And shout out to Lon, listener of the show from back in the day. He was the one giving the demonstration that was on the recorded video they were showing on the Skipper Society.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see.
That was very cool to see. I'm like, I know him.
It was cool.
I felt like, Santa, I know him. What are your thoughts on the theming or just the general space of the Skipper Society?
Way too small. Way too small for the activities that they try to put in there.
True.
We actually sat way back, almost closer to like the bar area.
Oh, yeah, we were next to the bar.
So, and we did order a little bit of food that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was super phenomenally good food there. And it's not free. We did have to pay for it. You got a coffee that was pretty good, I think you said. I forget what I got to eat, but I wasn't terribly impressed with it. But it was fine. It wasn't horrible. I mean, I ate it.
Right. That wasn't horrible at all.
No. But for the activities that they have there, sometimes they have trivia, they'll learn to draw, other little live things that go on there. There's just absolutely not enough seating, not enough space. It's just too tiny of a venue.
It needed to be longer by like 3 or 4, rows of tables before that stage.
Oh, yes.
And I know maybe they're going for an intimate music type thing, but that ship that large.
No.
And it's not even Oasis large.
No.
But you're having all these events that a lot of people want to see. It should just be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. I miss some of the areas that they have, like the D Lounge, where they could do the anyone can cook.
Oh, that's a great area. Great space.
And it's a huge, huge space. They don't really have that huge of a space on the Treasure. The Sarabi, it's 2 levels. So maybe it is the same square footage and the same amount of seats. That could very well be. But it's just not designed for a huge crowd. The Treasure, with as big as it is, I just don't see good spaces for like a huge crowd to come.
And some of the things we went to at Sarabi, I don't remember what they were, the crowd was very small in that big space. So while Sarabi, huge area, for some of the things we did was very small, they could have been up in Triton's Lounge.
Right.
For the amount of people that were there at some of our, what was there? Was one trivia I remember we were there.
Oh,
there weren't that many people there at all.
No, not at all. So, and they can't ever predict how many people are going to show up to an event or not show up to an event. But I just didn't think that there was just enough space. And they didn't have my most favorite, Anyone Can Cook.
Oh, I was just going to bring that up.
I love watching the cooking demonstrations live. But honestly, I don't know where they would do that. I mean, they could do it at Sarabi because they do have the TV screens that are up around there.
They do, but they usually pass around some samples.
They do.
And
that would be hard to do there, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there are tables and things, but the chairs are very, very close together. They're touching.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose the Imagineers and the designers know more than I do. That is not my forte.
I guess. Oh, but anyway, so we're talking about the spaces. The Skipper Society, I don't like the highly themed spaces being in the middle of the ship.
Right.
With the walkways on either side of them.
Right. It's distracting.
It's distracting. There's lots of, I don't want to say people stopping by. That really doesn't bother me. But you get so deep kind of into the theming, and then you're halfway through, and then you start coming out of the theming, and you're already to another walkway.
Right.
So I thought the Jungle Cruise theme was deserving of more of a space, kind of like the Haunted Mansion bar.
I agree. Maybe they could have flip-flopped it with Triton and put it there.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
I don't know.
But I would say I love the details they did put in the Skipper Society. That was fantastic.
Yes. You really have to look for them.
Yes.
And you have to sit and enjoy the space. And it seemed like that space was always busy. There wasn't really ever a time where you could just go and sit and enjoy, have, a coffee or something, because that space was always busy.
Right.
There was always people there.
And that little circular booth
going on.
was there's always somebody in there because I think it's the primo seat there.
It is, definitely.
It's the seat to be seen in.
That's for sure. That's cute.
It was very cute. It was very nice. So.
And then it was our last night, which was sad.
It was sad. Was that a 1923 day?
Yes, it was our last night at 1923. And once again, I looked at the menu and was like, there's nothing on this menu that I care for.
Right. And you mentioned that to...
I did. I said, well, I'll just have another baked potato. It'll be fine. And figure I can get something at room service later or something upstairs later if I'm hungry. Because we did have early dining, which I do really, really like now. And so I had mentioned that to our waiter. And I said, yeah. I said, after beef Wellington night, I said, everything's going to be a letdown. I said, there's nothing really exciting me. So I'll just have a baked potato. He's like, do you want beef Wellington? I was like, well, yeah. I said, but I had it last night. I said, I know it's on the menu. He's like, I got you. Next thing you know, he's bringing out all the dinners and there's Don's beef Wellington. Yep. So I got beef Wellington twice. It was so exciting. And it was cool. He said, we do this often. He said, if it happens, a guest can't find something or they really enjoyed a meal, it doesn't happen often. But if, a guest really likes something from another restaurant, we can go ahead and get that for them. We swap out all the time. We'll give them a meal. They'll give us a meal. So mine did come on a Marvel plate. So it didn't come on a plate from 1923. So it literally came from the Marvel restaurant. So somebody ran and got that. And I am truly grateful and thankful for that because I enjoyed that so much.
And that plate did not ruin your theming at all, did it?
It did not ruin my theming at all. So rather enjoyed it.
And you were so appreciative, I remember.
I was very appreciative because it was just fantastic and so tasty. Yum.
Yay.
So, and we didn't mention we saw Moana, the stage show.
I was just going to mention that because that's the next on my little picture list here.
Yes.
So we saw more shows on this ship than we've ever seen on a ship before, I do believe.
We did.
We saw all 3 shows?
Yeah.
We did.
We did. We saw all 3. It was great. And Moana did not disappoint.
No, not at all.
It was absolutely incredible. The actors and the costumes and the stage set. Oh my goodness. But I don't want to ruin anything, but let me tell you, when they changed from the lava monster into Te Fiti, holy moly. Blown away.
Right.
I just can't even tell you. Amazing. They did an amazing job. Everybody that works on those stage productions, all 3 of them, kudos, bravo, fantastic. We enjoyed every minute of them.
Every single show.
They were just fantastic. And when they say their entertainment is second to none, they are not kidding.
It's one of those things, when you see the show, you're like, that's why we paid more to go on this cruise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That and a bunch of other things, when they happen, you're like, oh, yeah, see, now I see where the difference is.
Yep. On Oasis, we loved the Aqua 80s show. That was beyond amazing. But they're still plugging along with the Cats Broadway production where the majority of the people, it's too long. They walk out halfway through, if they even make it to the halfway point, because it's so boring.
Right.
Awful. That's why we go on to Disney.
That's why we're going to Disney. And I will say, for this ship, just like the Wish, we stayed in the same seats. We watched the show in the same seats because the seats are larger, more comfortable. And if you ever do your research, and I think we've mentioned this before.
Yes.
They say the seats are all the same size.
And technically the cushions are all the same size.
That was my point. The cushions are all the same size. But the hardwood rails, or the armrests between them, are different.
I think it's the way, because I looked to see how they were installed. These seats are not one piece, like the back and the sides. They're all separate pieces that are installed.
Yes.
And so some of them get installed a little further apart than others.
Yes.
So because sometimes when you look at the seat cushion that you sit on, it is right flush with both sides. And sometimes you see there's a noticeable gap between the side and the cushion. And so if you are a plus size person that needs a little bit more, they say, oh, well, you can ask them for a folding chair to sit on, we tried that once and they're like, no, we don't have that. That was on the Wish. So
bring my own folding chair.
So that was absolutely not an option on the Wish.
Right.
For us anyway. Maybe they're better now. I don't know. But we didn't even ask on the Treasure because we found seats that can accommodate without a problem whatsoever.
Right, because this happened on the Wish. We went up to the balcony.
Yes.
We went down to the front row of the balcony.
Right.
Thinking that would be a good seat. And narrow wasn't going to work.
Mm-mm.
So we just kind of went up and we're like maybe 5-6 rows up from there.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I don't know if it was me or you said this looks pretty wide.
I said, these seats, I said, let's try here. I said, I had heard that all seats were not created equal.
Yes.
And you sat down and you're like, this is fine. This works.
Totally fine. Comfortable. Yeah. Now, we were in the balcony, so we knew there was going to be that pillar or pole kind of blocking the left side, but that's not a big deal.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Honestly, I loved our seats. I thought I was very comfortable. I loved the seats. I thought they were fabulous seats. We could see the stage. We could see everything going on. I like the balcony. Some people don't. I prefer it.
So, plus, there's not as many people trying to get to the balcony, so the line there is a little shorter and not quite as just not a lot of ton of people. A little bit, but not a lot, and the line wasn't too long.
Right.
And once it opened up, it went fast.
Right. People got in there, got seated, got situated, and so if you are a plus size person or poo friendly, however you want to say
it,
don't be discouraged about going into the Walt Disney Theater thinking that you're not going to find a seat that fits. You just have to kind of look for them.
The official Resort Loop Tim seat in the Disney Wish and the Disney Treasure, if you sit in this, take pictures, let me know, is I-08.
There you go.
Is the seat I sat in, you sat right next to me, whatever seat number that would be.
Yeah.
I-08. It's the starboard side balcony.
Right.
It's right. You walk in, go up the little steps on the right.
Right.
It's right there on the left at the very end.
It's on the right. You go up the steps on the right, it's to the right, not to the left.
I meant we go after you make the turn, after you get off the steps.
After you make the turn. Okay.
Yeah, starboard side.
Don't confuse me.
No worries. That's why I gave the exact seat number, I-08.
So
that's your Resort Loop tip of the day.
Yeah. Don't miss the shows. They're phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But then it was time to put our luggage out, which we did. We packed.
We did.
It was sad.
So sad.
And they took our luggage.
Yeah, we did not walk off the ship with it this time.
No, we didn't. Had a good night's sleep again. Thank you for our nice, quiet, forward Deck 7 cabin, sleeping cabinet. We appreciate. And then it was time to go in the morning. We had to get up early because we had early dining, so you end up with early breakfast. And breakfast, I don't remember what time it was. It was ridiculously early, but
but it worked for us because we needed to get going.
We did need to get going, so it worked. But we had a chance
to see your dining friends. You know, our Resort Loop group was there. We got to see them one last time before.
Yes, wanted to see him one more time before we left the ship. We wanted to see Jeffrey one more time, which we got to see him, and he was just. I still can't. I'm still in shock that we saw someone that was our server before as our head waiter on the Disney Treasure.
I see people talk about it all the time. Like they always try to sail with the same people. I'm like, we didn't try it. We didn't know it, but it was like just one of those little magical things that kind of happened. Who knew? It
was fantastic to see him. So, and then we had a little bit of a wait before we were called to get off the ship.
A little bit.
Not too bad, though.
No.
Under a half an hour after we finished breakfast. We were off the ship within a half an hour after finishing breakfast. And just so you know, the last day, no Mickey waffles.
No.
I was a little disappointed. I thought I was going to end my cruise with a Mickey waffle, but that did not happen.
No, they want you to go.
They do. They have a very limited breakfast menu because they do need to get you in, get you out, because they have to turn the ship over. As much as you would like to stay and enjoy every last minute of your vacation, the crew does not feel the same.
Yeah.
They need to get you out so they can get that ship turned over for people who are then going to be sleeping in the cabin you just vacated.
Had we not had the squeaky door shut, I probably would have barricaded myself in the room and
got out with a blaze of glory.
But I also want to know how they fixed the room. Did they actually start it like after we had left the room? Did they start
My guess is they did. Disney usually is pretty good about their maintenance and things. I'm betting they did.
I don't know if they had to take the whole panel out and put it back in. I'm guessing they had to.
I would think so. That's what they'd have to do, or put new in. I don't know.
I don't know.
Crazy.
But I'm assuming they probably radioed ahead and had whatever ready to go when they got there.
I'll betcha. Anyway, but it was a great cruise, and we cruised with just absolutely phenomenal people. Cannot wait to cruise with them again. Just a really, really great, fun group to be with.
So fun. Kids were adorable.
Yes. They were a lot of fun. It was the first group cruise we had with kids. And that was a lot of fun to have kids with us. And they were just happy kids naturally. And so they just were just a lot of fun to be with.
Yeah.
So, but our trip home was fairly uneventful. The air conditioning worked all the way home.
We were still, it's working still now, by the way. And I played with the temperature a couple of times. So I'm just going to let it go for a little bit and we'll see how it goes. But I
think about 2 hours from home, I started messing with it. I'm like, I am too cold. I have got to turn this up. And I thought if something happens, then we're close enough to home. I'll just deal with it. But nothing happened. And so far, so good.
So so we've done, can we say all the ships right now that are out?
Yes. We've done all the ships that are out. Is Adventure out now?
Not yet, I don't think.
Okay, so then we've done all the ships that are out now.
We can say that for a couple more months. We've been in all the Disney ships.
Yep.
Where would you rank the Treasure as far as your favorite Disney ship right now?
Ooh.
Let me ask you this. Is it ahead of the Wish, the sister ship?
Yes.
I concur.
I think there were some things on the Wish that they realized, we need to tweak this here and there. Not a ton of changes, but a little bit that they improved upon on the Treasure. So I did like the Treasure better than the Wish. I still am going to say that either the Fantasy or the Dream are my two favorite ships.
Okay.
I love the Dream so much. And the Fantasy, of course, is the sister ship. She came out first before the Dream. So I would have to say probably Fantasy, Dream, Treasure are my top three. And that's probably only because we haven't been on the Magic and Wonder in a very, very long time. That's true. So we're hoping for the Magic here in the next year and a half.
Yeah.
So I very much like to do that. Honestly, you cannot go wrong. And I know Disney is expanding their itineraries and where they're going to sail to, which I think is great. So I think that is really great and fantastic that they have more ships. Now they can do more itineraries, and I think that's going to be great. But honestly, if I'm on a Disney ship, I'm there for the ship.
Well, that's true.
The ports of call are just a bonus.
And that's one of the things a lot of people don't understand with Disney ships is almost which ship do you want to go on, not what are your destinations you want to go to.
Exactly.
Like I could totally do a Disney cruise that doesn't go anywhere, which is what the Adventure is doing, by the way, over in Singapore.
Right, that's what I hear.
But I think my favorite cruise I might want to go on next or at some point is like either the double dip to Castaway Cay or where it stops at Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay, and I'm fine.
Right, for sure. I would be perfectly happy with that. That would be great.
Keep me in that Disney bubble.
I do like my Disney bubble a lot.
Anyway, for me, the Treasure's almost no more just because I love the theme park spaces on it.
Yes.
But I still love the adult area layout more on the Fantasy and the Dream.
Yeah, me too. But then you have that nice tiled bench in the infinity pool.
True.
So, there's...
But I have those hot tubs in the Fantasy and the Dream in the adult area that look out.
Right.
And I enjoy those too.
Right.
So I'm hoping we won't talk about what we want on the next ships. We're going to save that for another show.
Okay.
Because I think that'll be a good conversation.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. It was a great trip. Thank you to all our friends that traveled with us. We just had an absolute blast with everybody, and we're thankful that you were able to join us and can't wait to see you all again soon.
Yes.
And anybody else that wants to join us, we don't know when the next group cruise is going to be, but
if you think you'd like to be a part, just reach out to me at Tim at Resort Loop Travel. Maybe I'll make a little special list because we'd have to decide what itinerary and what ship and like when we would be able to go on something. So.
Right. I'm hoping to do one of the classic ships next. Is really kind of my hope. Right. But we'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us. You can always follow us at Lubernation Live, our Facebook group. ResortLoop.com, the website. There might be a little update to the website coming soon. Stay tuned for that. Everybody, you've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoop.com.